Hey, what's up?
It's been a while.
Whoa, Beto and Eula! Wait, you two know each other?
Well, we haven't known each other long, but we hit it off right away. Guess it was meant to be.
I met Captain Beto at Dornman Port. She was here in Mondstadt to buy some supplies, and I offered to accompany her around the area.
Wow, Eula taking the initiative and making friends? Did Paimon hear that right?
Given that the two of us just met, I wouldn't go so far as to call us friends just yet. I was just being hospitable, as is expected of a knight.
Huh? Oh, I thought we were getting along pretty well. You're telling me you were just being polite?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I just thought that after my blunder earlier, you probably wouldn't want to be my friend.
Come on, it was just a little misunderstanding, that's all. You're still beating yourself up about that? Honestly, I'd forgotten all about it.
Misunderstanding? What happened?
Well, a few days ago, after docking at Dornman Port, I thought I'd treat the crew to some time at the tavern to blow off some steam. While we were there, an argument broke out between a couple of drunk guys. Things looked like they were about to get physical, so I intervened to try and break it up. I tried talking to them, but they were in the mood for a fight, and my words fell on deaf ears. So I had to resort to, a more hands-on way of getting them to calm down. Eula was patrolling the area while all this was going down, and when she walked in, oh, it wasn't a pretty sight.
I should probably take it from here. Recently, we've intercepted a string of attempts to smuggle goods through Dornman Port, so we decided to step up our patrols in the area. On my rounds that day, I noticed a group of people I'd never seen before, and they were sailors. My suspicions were raised, so I asked our captain to show a valid entry permit for the port. Captain Beto said she didn't have the entry permit on her person and told me to check with the port authorities myself. I insisted that she should accompany me there and, well, you can see how things could get heated in a situation like that.
Hey, you were just doing your duty. It was my fault, really. I should have watched my tone, but I'd had a few too many, and anyway, it all worked out in the end. I took Eula back to my ship, showed her my documents, and that was that. Misunderstanding resolved. I felt bad, though, so I told her I'd treat her to a drink when we got back to the tavern. Once we got to talking, we really hit it off. We sat there chatting until the tavern was about to close.
Captain Beto mentioned that she wanted to have a look around the city the next day. I was also planning to head back to headquarters to submit some paperwork, so we decided to go together.
I meant to say earlier, drop the captain and just call me Beto. There's no need for formalities between friends.
Oh, yes, of course. Pardon me for being so formal. Anyway, as for why we're here, I heard about your shop when I got back to headquarters, and after discussing it with Beto, we decided to stop by and say hello.
Oh, that's right. Plus, I'm curious to see what the deal is with these Mondstadt potions you've been brewing up. Could do. Although, I don't have any health issues, and my ship's already stocked with everything I could need out on the ocean. Let me think. Oh, do you have a potion that helps with getting to sleep?
Are you having trouble sleeping, Beto?
No, not me. The minute my head hits the pillow, it's lights out till the next morning. It's just that, I have this friend. She doesn't lack for anything, and she eats right and drinks right, but she just doesn't sleep well. I don't know if it's a case of affluenza, or if she just has too many things on her mind.
Wait, this friend you're talking about, you must mean...
Yep. She's no stranger to rare and precious treasures, but I'd wager that to her, the chance to relax and get a good night's sleep is rarer than any treasure in her collection.
All right, we'll get started on that order for you right away.
Great! Thanks for the help.
What about you, Eula? Is there something we can make for you?
I don't want to put too much on your plate. It wouldn't be fair to ask you to make so many potions at once. Beidou came all this way. Her order should take priority. Any potion requests I have on my end, I'll just submit to Lisa later. The same goes for anything the reconnaissance company needs as well.
Aw, you're so considerate of other people.
Oh, you think so? The Knights have always looked after me so well. Maybe it's rubbed off on me a little, or something. But I still have a lot to learn. The next time things get heated, I should approach the situation in a more level-headed way.
Exactly! Compared to when we first met, you're practically picking up friends left and right! It's just like Tone Deaf Bard once said, the winds always change their course.
Thanks, you two. Your kindness really means a lot.
How's the potion making going? Hope you didn't run into too much trouble. Perfect. Looks like my gift is all set.
Is it time for your return journey then? If you're heading back to Dornman Port, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Yeah, I think I've gotten my fill of sightseeing, so it's probably time I headed back. Don't want to keep my crew waiting. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time. Oh, and good luck with your business.
On behalf of the reconnaissance company, I'd like to express my gratitude to you as well.
Whoa, is that Master D-Luke?
Oh, D-Luke. What's someone as busy as you doing in this neck of the woods?
Elzer told me the Knights launched a new commercial endeavor that turned out to be quite the hit. I think he was a bit surprised by the level of success, so he told me to come check it out. But seeing as you two are the ones in charge, I'm really not surprised at all. The Knights definitely chose the most reliable people for the job.
Elzer is the manager of Dawn Winery, right? Huh, Paimon thought he didn't get out much. Wonder how he heard about our shop. Wait, are we that famous already?
No need to sound so surprised. The winery keeps us all very busy. Elzer only takes the time to brief me with this sort of intel if he thinks we are faced with a real threat. In such a short amount of time, you've been able to establish complete production and supply lines, and even receive orders from all around Tevat. If you were in the wine business, you'd already be one of our biggest rivals.
What? Threat? Rival?
Oh, you sure seem eager, cutie. Looks like you really want to go toe-to-toe with the #1 wine merchant in all of Mondstadt. Are you just itching to see whose business prowess would come out on top?
A competition with the Traveler. That's not a bad suggestion. You're extremely knowledgeable and well-traveled. If we were to become competitors, I'm sure you'd throw many a challenge my way. Probably even some I've never faced before. But I was really just using the wine industry as an example to emphasize your success. Our two industries aren't exactly fighting for the same market space. Actually, the success of your potion shop is good for the winery's business.
Good for your business? Paimon's lost! You were just talking about how the two industries were separate and now they're suddenly connected?
It's a bit convoluted. Alcohol is a commodity that most people consume in their free time. In order to have free time, though, you have to get off work early. For the alcohol industry to thrive, consumers need to have both the time and the money to spend.
That's exactly right. Your potions allow people to work more efficiently. As they get more popular, people will be able to complete their work faster. The more free time people have, the bigger the market there is for a commodity like mine.
Oh, that makes sense. It's hard to be in the mood to go out and enjoy life if you're super busy all the time. Paimon never thought about it that way before. There sure are a lot of layers to running a business. Guess this means we're in the Mora-making business together then. Hey, why don't you try out one of our potions?
I do have quite the interest in the effects of alchemical potions. Well, since you offered, please make a potion that can reduce the anxieties of the user while also improving their attention to detail.
Reduce anxiety while also improving the user's attention to detail? That almost sounds a little contradictory to me. I must admit to being curious. If my cuties do manage to make this potion for you, D-Luke, how exactly do you intend to use it?
Well, I mentioned before that people with ample free time are an important consumer base for my industry. But actually, the same is true for people who are incredibly busy and overwhelmed with work. After a period of high stress, like a busy workday, it can take a while for people to fully decompress. It's also common for that type of stress to leave people so exhausted that all they can do is spend the rest of the day in a daze. That level of stress and exhaustion makes it hard for people to derive pleasure from things they usually enjoy, like relishing the flavor of their favorite food and drink.
You can say that again. Paimon's definitely been there before. Sometimes, after a really long day, Paimon will be so tired, but she just can't relax. Not even her favorite snacks would hit the spot like they usually do.
Oh, my poor little cuties. Sounds like things can get quite tough out on the road. You know what? You just earn yourself some extra snacks at our upcoming tea party. Once this is all over, I'll personally see to it that you get the chance for a proper rest.
So basically, you need us to make a potion that decreases tension but increases attention, so that people can enjoy the finer things in life no matter how busy or stressed they are. Did Paimon get that right?
Exactly. Wine is meant to be savored. Drinking it without being able to appreciate its subtle notes and characteristics is a loss not just for the winemaker, but for the consumer as well. If we can increase the alertness of those too exhausted to perceive the subtle notes, but decrease the restlessness of those too agitated to raise their glass, then we can be sure to reach a point of balance where all can enjoy their wine to the fullest extent.
Well, it's definitely a unique request. Seems like this would be a tricky challenge for any potion maker. We should get to thinking then. First things first, let's figure out what ingredients to use.
How's the potion coming? Have you finished? How's the potion coming? Have you finished? How's the potion coming? Have you finished?
We're finished with the potion, Master D-Luke! Please give it a try!
Oh, I thought you might need more time. But it looks like you've already found the solution. Nice job. Wow. The effect is even more apparent than I imagined. Your many talents just keep on surprising me. On behalf of Dawn Winery, I would like to make a bulk purchase order for this potion. Oh, and don't worry about the delivery side of things. Elzer will send someone to pick up the potions once they're ready. My plan is to enlist the help of artisans to infuse candles and fragrances with the effects of this potion. Those products will serve as complimentary gifts for customers to enjoy during wine tasting.
So you plan to make alchemical potions part of the wine drinking experience itself. Interesting. And very much in keeping with the Dawn Winery's way of doing business.
If our potion was enough to impress Master D-Luke, Paimon's sure regular customers are gonna be even more amazed!
Well, there's still work to be done, so I should probably head out. It'll take some time before we know exactly what the commercial impact of this combination will be. In any case, it's been a pleasure working with you. Here's hoping our two businesses will have a long and successful partnership. I hope those orders will keep on rolling in, for both our sakes. Oh, and if you have some time, you should stop by Angel's Share to see your masterpiece in action.
For sure! Paimon can't wait! We'll see you next time, Master D-Luke!
Oh, so you're the ones behind the potion shop I've heard so much about. When it comes to fulfilling requests, I heard the customer's wish is practically your command.
Huh? Goro? Where did you come from? Oh, and Kirara's here too! What are you guys doing in Mondstadt?
Komonia Express operates all across Teyvat, so I'm always on the road. I'm actually pretty familiar with Mondstadt from my trips here in the past. General Goro, on the other hand, seems to still be getting the lay of the land. He got lost not too far from here.
Well, I would normally be provided with ample intel before carrying out an operation in a foreign territory, but Watatsumi Island isn't exactly home to many people who've been to Mondstadt. I wasn't even able to obtain a map of the region. I've basically had to perform initial reconnaissance in the middle of a formal operation. Not exactly ideal conditions for an air-free mission.
Affirmative, General. Next time, I'll procure the most detailed map available and make sure you have it at your disposal from mission outset. Over and out.
You can drop the formalities, Kirara. I don't expect you to report back to me like I'm your commanding officer. We hired you as a consultant. It wouldn't be fair to treat you like one of my soldiers.
Hey now, it's not like this is some one-sided partnership. We agreed, right? In exchange for my services, you'll help promote our business to the people of Watatsumi Island. Your good word will be integral in helping Komonia Express become people's first choice for all their delivery needs. Our future business is counting on you.
Back to Paimon's question though, you still haven't told us what you're doing in Mondstadt. You mentioned something about a mission?
Yes. It's a funny story, actually. Recently, Watatsumi Island has been looking for ways to increase transportation efficiency. Basically, this means improving the operations of our cargo ships. So, we decided to send teams across Teyvat to learn about the most advanced techniques different nations have to offer. We had just wrapped up our trip to Liyue when we heard word of your mysterious potion shop. So, we decided to postpone our return journey for a bit and come check it out. Turns out it was the right choice.
Well, Paimon's gotta say, you've practically hit the jackpot by coming here. We've got stuff you can't find anywhere else.
Oh, more customers from abroad. My cuties sure are popular. You really do have friends all over Teyvat. Looking at your two friends here, I can't help but be reminded of my dear little wolf cub. You know what? I should introduce you sometime. For some reason, I have a feeling the three of you would really hit it off. In fact, once you've wrapped up your potion purchasing, why don't you both join me and my cuties for afternoon tea? I'll even bring my student along.
Afternoon tea? Sounds great! I could really use some refreshments. Long days of deliveries always leave me parched. Ugh, thanks for the invitation.
Something tells me you're not going to take no for an answer. Wait, why does this feel so familiar? Anyway, Traveler, care to make some introductions? Guardian Mage? Wow, what an impressive title. Is it a position similar to that of a Guji? Wait, could it be that I'm in the presence of someone as high-ranking as Her Excellency, like Lady Sangonomiya herself?
Honestly, Traveler, you're gonna give the guy a heart attack. Don't be nervous, Goro. That's just, a nickname. Her real name is Lisa. She works as the librarian here in Mondstadt, and she's also the person in charge of our shop. Lisa, this is Goro. He's a super powerful general from Watatsumi Island. And this is Kirara. She's a super punctual delivery woman with Komaniya Express.
Kirara. The name sounds familiar. Ah, the collection of books from Inazuma that I have in the library. You were the one who delivered them, yes? What a helpful little gem you are.
I'm glad our paths have crossed again, Miss Lisa. I hope you'll consider me for future delivery jobs as well.
As for my cutie's other acquaintance, I believe I've read a few articles about you, General Goro. I seem to recall more than a few references to your empathetic nature and skillful approach to leading your troops. Let me guess, your troops are also the focus of your potion inquiry here today?
Exactly. Commercial activity between Watatsumi Island and other regions has been on the rise recently. The workload has increased so much, both the soldiers who work on our shipping convoys and the sailors who work on the merchant vessels are struggling to keep up. What would really come in handy would be a potion that could help them handle their intense workload. Like one that could enhance their energy and physical strength.
Okay, I could definitely use a potion like that as well. When I'm out on a long delivery, you wouldn't believe how tired my legs would get from trekking across all that rugged terrain. Not to mention the damage it does to my paws.
My cutie should be more than familiar with that kind of potion by now. I'm sure they'll have it done in no time.
Yep, leave it to us.
Well, while you two hop to it, I'm gonna find an idle knight to deliver a letter to my little wolf cub and ask him to treat us to the pleasure of his company. Once my cuties are done brewing a potion that satisfies your needs, we'll all celebrate over afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea on the banks of Cider Lake. Oh, wonder what that'll be like. Oh, I can't wait to find out.
I'm just glad I finally found a way to help my troops. I thought I've told you this before, that if you want to pass through the forest undetected, you're going to want to wet your tails. Wet fur doesn't get snagged on branches and twigs as easily as dry fur. You'll be able to slip on by, and your enemies will be none the wiser.
Nuh-uh. That's not gonna happen. I can't stand my tails wet. I'd be better off, tying them in a knot or something. Or, better yet, improving my fighting skills so that I don't have to sneak by them in the first place. Oh, you're here. How's the potion coming?
Goro, Kirara, your potion is now ready. Why don't you give it a try?
Wonderful! You two sure work fast. Wow, My right shoulder was acting up from using my bow so much, but a few drops of your potion, and the pain is completely gone.
The pain from walking on all that rough terrain. It's like it was never there. I thought you dealt in potions, not magic elixirs. With this in my arsenal, I bet I could deliver 200 orders in a single day.
Looks like we've got another hit on our hands. Guess we can add the people of Watatsumi Island and the workers at Komania Express to our list of happy customers. Well, now that our work is out of the way, there's nothing standing between us and that afternoon tea we were promised. Oh, perfect! Lisa's here!
I'm sorry to report, my little wolf cub appears to be busy. I sent someone to fetch him in Wolvendom, but he wasn't there. It's such a shame he's going to miss the opportunity to meet some fellow furry-aired companions. But I'm sure you'll have the chance to meet in the future. In fact, the next time I see him, I'll be sure to tell him about the two of you. It'll give him something to look forward to. Wow, you've placed quite the sizable order. Thank you for your patronage, my Inazuman friends. If feedback on the potion is favorable, I hope you'll consider re-upping your supply when the time comes. If making the journey proves too troublesome, we can always ship them to you.
Of course! I have a feeling this super powerful alchemical craft of yours could be a game changer for the entire delivery industry.
Absolutely. I'll be sure to collect detailed feedback from my troops. Anyway, we should head out. Until next time, Traveler in Paimon. Oh, and it was a pleasure meeting you, Miss Guardian Mage.
Bye, Goro! Bye, Kirara!
The next time I'm in Mondstadt, I should make it an official visit. A formal meeting between Her Excellency and the Honorable Guardian Mage is sure to be a momentous occasion.
Oh, seems like that made-up title really had an impression on him. It's given him all sorts of funny ideas.